The age-old question. Who would win in a fight? A billion lions or one of every Pokemon? Thousands of people have voiced their opinions on who would win, and I'm here today to definitively prove that not only do the Pokemon win, just Arceus itself could destroy all of the lions a septillion times over. Let's begin. Hey guys, Conflimmer here. Today is a little bit of a different kind of video. I haven't really done a sort of video essay type video like this before, but if you like it, consider hitting that like button and commenting if you want to see more. Now, you might be thinking, Comet, why are you talking about this now? This debate is almost 2 years old at this point. Well, my friends were arguing about it on Twitter. Follow me at twitter.com/commentflamer. So I decided to overanalyze it and use math to determine whether or not Arceus could just create a billion and one lions to defeat the army of billion lions. Now, I know what you're thinking. A billion lions is a lot of lions, and that's true. However, Arceus' power exceeds that of even a sextillion lions. According to the Pokédex entry of Arceus in Pokemon Diamond, Arceus shaped the universe with its 1,000 arms. Now, if you look at Arceus, it doesn't even have any arms. And last I checked, 0 is less than 1,000. Instead, it is strongly suggested that these arms refer to another definition of arms, an army, specifically an army of Unknown. Unknown is a species of Pokemon that has heavy ties to Arceus and the Creation Trio. I won't go into detail on why the Unknown are likely the 1,000 arms mentioned in the entry, but this video by the channel Loxton and Noggin explains this theory well. Anyway, Arceus, with the help of 1,000 Unknown, created the universe. But how do we know how much of that was Arceus, and how much of that was the Unknown? For that, we can look at the in-game stats for each Pokemon. Arceus has a base stat total of 720. While an Unknown has a base stat total of 336. So, Arceus in-game is about twice as strong as an Unknown. However, as established in Pokemon Legends Arceus, whatever you capture in Arceus is actually letting you a part of itself. So, Arceus is likely far stronger than its base stats show. However, since Unknown get exponentially stronger as their numbers grow, it would likely cancel out anyway. However, if that's too speculative for you, it doesn't really matter, because even this weaker part of Arceus could easily solo the army of lions. Now, here comes the math. The mass of an average lion is around 190 kilograms, using the equation E equals mc squared, where E is energy, m is mass, and c is the speed of light. We can determine that creating a billion lions would require 1.71 times 10 to the power of 28 joules of energy, or 10 octillion joules. According to Wikipedia, the most trustworthy website in the world, the observable universe is estimated to be around 1.5 times 10 to the 53rd kilograms. Plugging that into the same equation gives us 1.35 times 10 to the power of 70 joules, or 10 duovigintillions, which is apparently a real word. However, we have to remember that Arceus didn't do this alone. Since we calculated in-game Arceus to be around 2 unknowns of power, if we divide this number by 1002 and then multiply by 2, we would get Arceus' energy output being 2.7 times 10 to the power of 67 joules. The energy to create a billion lions pales in comparison, being 10 to the power of 42 times less. So Arceus could easily create a billion and one lions to fight the army of a billion lions. In fact, if Arceus wanted to, it could create 10 to the 51 power lions, or a sextillion lions. With this number, there is absolutely no way that the lions could ever win this fight. Now, I know some people are still going to argue that the lions could win, so now I'm going to debunk some counter-arguments. What if the lions set aside their differences and joined to create an army of 2 billion and one lions? Well, since Arceus has the energy output to create a billion lions, it also means it has enough energy to destroy that many lions. What if the lions politely asked Arceus to not smite them?
No.
And finally, the most sound counter argument. A billion lines is a lot of lines. And you got me. A billion lines is a lot of lines. This completely debunks my entire theory, and I had no way to recover. Turns out the lines win. Thanks for watching. Hey, quickly before this video ends, only a small percentage of my viewers are subscribed. And so if you like this video, drop down there and hit that button, and I might make more of this kind of video in the future. Anyway, see you all later.